Look, when you become an overnight success at something, it is very understandable and common to then going forward only deliver that thing to the audience. For example, you're a TikToker and you're trying all kinds of shit, but then you do this one type of video that hits it. And so overnight you have 1 million followers, 100,000 followers. It is very common to wake up the next day and go, that's my shit. That's what I've got to do. And you do it over and over and over again. Unfortunately, what happens is you just signed up for an unfulfillment sentence. Within 2-3 years, you're going to hate yourself. You're going to hate those damn videos. You're going to get sick and tired of them. You don't want to do it anymore, right? You just don't. I'll give you an example of someone that did it well, okay? You guys know Dogface, the guy that went viral on his skateboard, listening to Fleetwood Mac song in the background, drinking cranberry juice. Almost everybody has seen that video. Or you've seen someone do a rendition of that video, right? You know what he did really fucking well? He did a few more of those, but he stayed so true to himself. This guy is a pothead. He talks about it straight up. Like, if you don't already know him, you should follow him. Dogface on Instagram. And I don't have TikTok, but he's on TikTok. He's a pothead. He's a stoner bro. He lived out of his RV. He was just a chill guy, happy. He made dance videos. He did all kinds of stuff. But this was genius. Instead of just coming out and only doing the skateboard video with the cranberry juice, what did he do? He mixed it up. He stayed true to what didn't make him popular. What did make him go viral was one video. But if you look back at all his past stuff, he had dance videos, he had jokes, he had little impersonations that he did. He had all kinds of stuff that made people feel good. It didn't make millions of people feel good, but it made people feel good. What he was absolutely brilliant at was staying true to who he is. Sure, he took all the sponsors that came his way. Sure, he's now made enough money to buy himself a house and move out of his RV, and he just bought his mom a car and all this cool shit. Like, the internet wins for that reason, by the way. That was one of my favorite stories of the year. The internet wins for that reason. Change this guy's life. But that's what you have to do. I'll give another example. I posted something on Instagram, a photo of Donald Trump, and I gave my opinion on the election. I didn't say I support Donald Trump. I didn't say anything remotely in that direction. I just broke down my opinion on the left and the hypocrisy that I often see on the progressive left. As a person who's sitting in the middle, I'm able to see both sides very well. I think I've done that intentionally, right? And so I gave my perspective on one of those sides. That post performed really well. I think it's been my top post of the year so far. It was shared over, 1,000 times, something crazy, right? And it was seen by tens of thousands of people, and I got all this great love, and I also got all this hate of people that just didn't get it, and I can't believe you're a Trump supporter, and just didn't even read it, and I dealt with all kinds of shit. Here's my point. Do you know how easily a person would just be like, well, shit, maybe I just need to post controversial political content all the time? That's the ticket. And that thought literally did cross my mind. Like, where do I need to be more political? I'm proud. I was proud of myself for finally saying something political and beginning to step into that arena. That's something I've done on this show, on the Tipsy Talks as well. That's something I've done on multiple episodes where I'm diving into politics more because I think that's a part of life and I avoided it for so long. That's an aside. The point is, I didn't let myself get pigeonholed. I didn't let myself get overly excited about all the newfound right-leaning people that were like, hell yeah, Armand, you're the man. Thanks for voicing for us. And I am happy I did that. Because I did give them a voice and I did make them feel heard. And I think that was really good. And they liked that. But I lost all these other people. So it was like a trade-off. But instead of allowing myself to just say, well, that's what I got to do going forward, I was like, well, that was just it was a cool moment and that's it. Back to continuing to share things that I find fascinating and sharing my philosophy on all things, which is quite different, and helping people think differently, see the world differently, more compassionately, more honestly, with nuance. That's what I like to do. And so that was just an example of it. My point here is, as you go down the road of mastery, an amazing book behind me by Robert Greene, you will be met with trials and tribulations, and you will also be met with moments of success. The key is to become attached to neither. Do not become attached to the failures, to the obstacles, to the trials and tribulations, and do not become overly attached to the applause, to the accomplishments, and so on. The reason for that is a philosophical answer, because you're not going to be happy, first of all, that way. Happiness doesn't come from outside. It's an inside game. And it doesn't matter how many people praise you or how many people put you down. You're on a path of mastery. That's it. You are exercising your craft, and it's messy. It's a hero's journey. And with that said, the other reason that you don't want to become attached is because the path that you are on needs to be flexible. You don't want to allow yourself to get stuck. And so, in many ways, perhaps my answer as a consultant even might be different now based on my experience. I think I wouldn't answer that question of go niche. That question of how should I approach my podcast or my company or my business or my project. In business, it's different. In business, it's like it's tactical. But in life and in mastery and in identity, it needs to be that it's you. It's whoever you are today. And so in many ways, what this podcast is for me is a way to document my thoughts, my philosophy, and my state of mind and my state of being as it stands in this moment. And every single day that changes. And that's fucking okay. That's okay for me, and that's okay for you.